Hi everyone and welcome back to our Not So Human challenge. We'll be jumping straight into it because we finally have Guidry here so we can talk about things. Oh, okay, off to an interesting start. Ginevra dislikes romance enthusiasts. It honestly kind of fits her because she is, I think, grey sexual, so it kind of sort of fits, I'll say yes. But it will make things a little bit more awkward when talking to Guidry then. But we have a lot to talk about because Minerva did say to Ginevra last time that Guidry was doing all of that for her, so let's just see what are his intentions, because he obviously does have good intentions, but she just can't really see them. She doesn't really understand what's going on with all of that. But it looks like he is finally willing to talk and he's gonna tell Ginevra everything, and that would kind of include his entire life story basically. So Guidry is telling Ginevra that he was born a lot of years ago in Henford and Bagley, and his mother was best friends with a girl there who just got engaged, but she got horribly sick. Then she just kind of went missing. She didn't die or anything because no one found the body. It just kind of looked like she ran away, which was weird. Oh, they're having a bit of a heated discussion. She just doesn't really want to listen about his life story, but no, she does have to hear it to kind of understand things. So this friend of his mother's went missing when his mother was pregnant with him, and she was obviously heartbroken because she really missed her friend, and they always kind of dreamed of having children around the same time so those children could potentially get together in the future and they can all be a big happy family. And now all of that is kind of gone because her friend was missing, and it was really odd. So when Guidry was born, his mother was still really hung up on the idea, and she never really let him to have friends or have a normal life. When he got older, he was not allowed to date because his mother was always just thinking about her friend that was gone, and that he was meant to be with that friend's child, which doesn't exist. So Guidry was always just lonely and really frustrated. So when he was a young adult, he suggested to his mother, you know what, I'll go find your friend. I'll go look for her just to prove to you that she's not alive anymore. She definitely went somewhere and she just kind of died, and that is it. So he could be then living a normal life after all of that. So he went and traveled around, and he actually did find some interesting leads, and it was sort of becoming weird because it did look like she was alive, but just kind of like all over the place. So he continued searching and trying to figure things out, but one really cold evening there was a storm outside. He just arrived to Forgotten Hollow to look for some more clues, and he knew that he had to find a bit of shelter. So he found an abandoned house, this house that we're in right now, and he just thought, I'll just sleep on the floor until this storm blows over. And he just kind of remembers being there, lying there, and just feeling like he suddenly jumped out of his body. But the thing is, he kind of did. He realized a couple of moments later that he died. He was looking at his body on the ground and he was above it, and basically he figured out that Temperance scared him to death. She was mad that this person was just in her house and she scared him, so that's why he's kind of tied to this house. But despite being dead, he really wanted to finish his mission and figure out what was happening, because it was really weird what happened with his mother's friends. And he continued searching, still being here but being able to leave sometimes to go and look for clues. And after a while he figured out that she became a vampire and lived around different worlds for a couple of decades until she turned human and had a child. Does that sound familiar? Because it should. And Ginevra is definitely kind of confused because she's realizing that sounds like her mother's backstory but from a different perspective. What does that mean? Guidry's conclusion in all of this is that they were always meant to be together. It just kind of happened in a bit of a different way, but they were destined to be together because she is obviously his mother's best friend's child. Sure, it's a bit of a different version of what it was supposed to be because it's not the same father, but that's what's tying these two together. And like, okay, that's all interesting, but wait a minute, we just heard his entire story, but where does that put Minerva? Why did he get married? Well, that's a bit of a difficult one to explain, so it kind of makes sense. But he did realize that Ginevra was the one for him and he wanted to make it right, and he can't really be right when he's a ghost. She doesn't seem to mind, but he does, especially because they have a child who he can't interact with properly. So he really wanted to become human again, and to do that he thought maybe he needs to make his destiny come true, because his destiny was to get married to his mother's best friend, but he didn't really want to just push Ginevra into marrying him. It didn't really seem romantic enough, but he thought maybe if he just gets her out of the equation and just gets married, just to get the marriage part out of the way, things will be okay and he would become human because he would would finish his unfinished business. But obviously it didn't work, and it kind of backfired because Ginevra found out about the marriage and it was all for nothing. He's even feeling kind of embarrassed now. It is a bit of an awkward conversation, but he really did try his best. It just didn't really turn out that well, and now things are just really weird. So how does Ginevra feel about all of that? And I mean, she probably feels kind of alright about it because she is happy and they are having a bit of a more positive relationship now. So she is realizing, oh my gosh, he really did do all of this for me, and I was just being so foolish and stubborn. We need to make things right. We need to make things work. So maybe if we get married now, maybe it's gonna work. But Guidry's like, no, I don't think it would. Actually, it was a desperate attempt, but it probably wouldn't do anything. So what now? Because it looks like both of them still kind of want to make things work. They did have this issue for a while, but now that Ginevra has figured out what was the situation, she definitely really wants to give this another try. But Guidry does still seem unhappy, but she has a suggestion. Maybe she could turn into a ghost. She can do that on her little ghost table. She can do that temporarily for a couple of hours. So whenever Guidry's here, she can become a ghost so they can be properly together. But what about Lilith then? When Lilith gets older, or at least a little bit more skilled, she could do the same thing. And then they can all be like a family together, at least for a couple of hours. He doesn't seem too convinced though. It is a very temporary solution. So I don't know, they could try it, but it doesn't really sound that promising. But let's deliver on that promise then and go into the house now that we had this really important conversation and it's all figured out. We can go and maybe just sit and chat here so they can do a ghastly ritual together. So let's have you do that, and then Ginevra can join him into being a ghost. He really doesn't seem that impressed. He knows that this is not gonna fix everything, but she at least wants to try it. Oh, she's very saddened by all of this as well now. But there, she's a ghost now too. Oh, and her mother just had another baby. Alright, interesting. But don't waste any time thinking about your mother now that you are a ghost and you can actually be with Guidry for at least 4 hours. Oh, it's really not that much, but they need to use up every second that they have together in this form so they can actually enjoy their relationship. So maybe try to rekindle things and go into romance a little bit more again, because now that we know what happened, it's a little bit easier to just go back because they do love each other, and now that they know that they were always somehow connected with their mothers, at least it feels even more intense. So I don't think that jumping into romance is odd, but we can at least give it a go, see if they still have that spark. I think that they do. You know what, maybe doing their all favorite diving for thrills would be a great way to rekindle things. So I'm just gonna let them do that and enjoy, because that was their a bit of a usual spot, I guess, for a little bit, so they can just do that and enjoy their time there. But now that they are done with that, let's just see how much time does she have as a ghost. Probably not that much, still 3 hours, so we can just do whatever Guidry just feels like doing, so we can try to enjoy our time. Do all the ghost things, so we can do like a ghostly scare on him for once. It's been a while since she was a ghost, but she's feeling really good about it. I think that she maybe missed this. They also have a lot of catching up to do. I don't even know at this point if Guidry knows that she is a spellcaster and that she's doing all these things for Lana, so there's a lot that she needs to tell him. So they'll be doing a ceremony together and chat during that as well, so she can just tell him all the updates that he missed, because they've been in this argument for quite a while now. He is still technically married to Minerva, but now we know that it's just not really anything. It was more of a just transaction sort of deal, favor for favor. He just knew her as a friend, like an old spellcaster who seemed friendly, so he just asked for help, and she was really intrigued by the offer and wanted to see if that would work for him. And also he offered some things that he can only get in the ghost realm as potion ingredients for Minerva, so they definitely did try to help each other out, but it looks like his end of the deal didn't quite work out. Oh, I see that Lilith just woke up and she's actually on her own little table here. I'm not really sure if she can actually perform that ritual. I don't think that she can, but she's doing a bit of homework before she goes to school. But look at this, she actually wants to become friends with Vladdy. You have a really odd taste in friends. Oh, I think that Guidry just left, and I think that she's about to become human again, so I guess it kind of makes sense that he did decide to leave now. And I think that Lilith is actually about to go to school as well. Yeah, she's gonna go to school. So we are just left with Ginevra, who is back to being a human again. Right now she just has a lot to think about what is she going to be doing about the situation with Guidry. Is she going to be staying with him? Is this a normal way to actually spend like your life with someone, even eternity, 4 hours at a time when she could do the ghastly ritual? It does seem really tiring, and it probably can't really be done indefinitely. But I'm just gonna have her make some food and stuff because she is human again and she is feeling quite hungry and everything. She has been neglecting her human needs for quite a bit at this point, so you just go and eat some food. But now that she is feeling much better, I think that we should probably go and travel. Oh, it needs to recharge. Okay, then fine. While that thing is charging, we can do a bit of work. So we'll do all of our little alien things because we do actually have some progress with that, which is quite exciting. And then probably we should maybe do like a bit of stuff here. Oh, and it does actually tell me which crystals we have in the inventory. That's useful. Well, we've only been trying with turquoise and maybe alabaster. How about we try for a ruby? It is a bit of a different one to what Lana has, but maybe she needs a different one. Let's see. I was gonna say after she finishes cutting this one, we'll give it to Lana immediately, but no, we need to charge it. I forgot about that. So we'll definitely charge this thing. And speaking of charging, hopefully our crystal here, it did get charged. So after she finishes this, we'll go through to the magic realm. Okay, the crystal is charging now, but it's not actually charging. We do have to wait for the night, right? I forgot about that. But we can travel to the magic realm. Well, as usual, we need to be looking for either Morgan or Elphaba. So let's see who we run into first. I see the little potion dude there. No, the practical magic, but we don't really need that much. Although there are some really useful ones, I don't think that really... Oh, both of them are here. Okay, that's great. Let's just get here quickly. So we have both of them. Which way to go? Do we go to Morgan or to Elphaba? Oh, but Morgan left and we just arrived down here. So I guess that we are going to Elphaba then. And maybe we can like ask you to teach us some magic and just try to stay friendly, not really acknowledge that we do have some like issues here with potentially cheating accidentally. Let's just ignore our romance bar right now. And we are learning some new spells, so let's see what that's gonna be. Furio, convince two Sims to argue and fight each other. Oh, I hope that that's not sending a message. I hope that she's not realizing that we are kind of giving her a cold shoulder accidentally. I mean, not accidentally, but we kind of suddenly have to. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully you don't really mind. Maybe I should like ask to just be friends? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think that would be a fair thing to do since we are trying to make things right with Guidry. So just ask to just be friends, and I really hope that she understands that we can actually stay friends. And if you see that she's looking a little bit different, that's because we did a makeover of her on stream and it was really fun and she looks amazing. We also did do a couple of makeovers. I did one for Morgan, but I didn't actually place that version in the game. Oops, sorry about that. But we also did a really cursed makeover of Vladdy, so I'm gonna link that stream in the description if you do want to go take a look at it. We're doing a bit of magical training really far apart from each other, so I think that she did take it well. Oh, Vladdy, hello. You want to be friends with someone? You want to be friends with Darling? Well, sucks for Darling then, but you go and try to be nice, okay? Go for it. But we are doing a bit of training. Elphaba doesn't really want to come too close. I think that she understood the assignment that we are trying to keep things neutral, which I appreciate. And the training just finished, so let's not stick around too much and be in this private space with Elphaba just so we don't get tempted. But let's go find Morgan. Oh, you're going to the bar? No, you shouldn't be doing that because you will make some awful decisions. Let's see where Morgan is so we can learn a bit of magic from them. You're all the way up here, of course you are. Well, hopefully we'll get to you in time. I completely forgot to do like their makeover to override this version. I forgot to do that. Honestly, I don't even know how to do that. I know that there is a way, but I forgot, so I'm kind of in trouble there. So if anyone knows, please let me know. But let's try to learn a bit of magic from you as well. So maybe teach me some untamed magic. Oh wow, you're like coming real close to me. Are you coming over with a drink? Ginevra, I don't think that that's a really good way to learn. Wow, she's really having a tough day. Alright, fair enough. Well, she's literally learning with a drink in hand. Oh, wait a minute. Necrocall. Summon the dead from their final resting place. Is this to call ghosts or is this to like revive people? Because if that's for reviving, we can fix everything with Guidry. No way. We need to try. I need to see what that is. It's probably just to invite a ghost from the urn, but I don't know. It looks like it has potential. I think that maybe this one, de-deathify, would be to bring ghosts from the dead. That's probably it. Well then, Morgan, let's at least try to do some magical training until we're ready to actually learn that spell, because that seems like it's probably the next objective. This is such a lovely place to actually be doing this magical training. Like, look at that. It's just so beautiful. all. Well, we didn't really learn much, but at least our friendship with Morgan is really good. But I did just remember that, well, first of all, it's 7 p.m. Well, it's actually 9 already. So that means that our crystals are finally charging, so that's good. But I did realize that we haven't actually gone here yet, so we should go and look at this stall in particular to see if any like new crystals are here. Oh, I think that we do have some new ones. Citrine, I don't think that we have this one. It doesn't look familiar. Emerald, I'm pretty sure that we did have at some point, maybe. Fire opal, maybe as well. Yeah, we have a fire opal, and there was something else. It was an emerald and maybe something else. A turquoise. Okay, we have that as well. But you did point out that buying 2 would be really silly because you can just learn the spell to like copy paste, which does make a lot of sense. So let's go back to the main area and try to find the guy for, well, I suppose practical magic. Oh, here you are with Morgan and Minerva. Hopefully they're not gossiping about Ginevra and making you have like bad first impressions. Hopefully that's gonna go well. Let's see. Oh, not so much. Oh, and we do actually have to like become proper friends with you to ask you to teach magic. I forgot about that. Oh, well, we can try to do like magical training, and that's gonna be bumping up the friendship. Not that much though. It's this one right here, but oh, I actually don't know if she learns them in order or is it like random, because if it's in order, it's gonna take a while to learn that. Oh no, I think it might be in order because right now we have like 3 first ones of mischief, and yeah, 3 first ones of untamed. No way that's in order. That's gonna take forever. I think I might have to bail on this because it's just way too much. It's way too much investment. But you know what? I just remembered that we have a child at home who's been home alone for like 12 hours and her needs are going down, so I think that we should actually just leave this and go. And since it is nighttime, maybe Guidry is going to be showing up so we can spend some more time together. Oh, but we have a lot of stuff here that we need to be putting away because if Temperance sees this, we might have the same fate as Guidry. So let's just clean this up before she gets angry at us. But right now, I'm not really seeing Guidry anywhere. Yeah, he's not here currently. Oh my gosh, she's getting abducted. Oh, okay. Well, at least we're having something going on. But anyway, Ginevra is coming back from her abduction. So now at least you can go and take care of yourself. I did just also realize that she has basically no money. So let's go dive for deals. It's been a while since we did that last, I think. So hopefully we'll have some luck either with furniture or stuff that we can sell because we don't really have anything. We're really broke. I also gave her a gig to do tonight, which again is going to be potentially stealing time that she could be spending with Guidry, so that's kind of frustrating, but it does kind of have to happen. All we found is this absolutely ugly love seat, so I will definitely sell it, so that's at least giving us some money. I'm gonna have her brew herself some coffee because she is getting a little bit tired. Oh no, you just broke the thing. Okay, let's replace that because she's getting a little bit tired and I really want her to try to push through the day. We need to go back to the magic realm and try to learn either more spells or try to find some more extra stuff about the crystals. Oh, and speaking of, we actually do have to give that to Lana. But I'll have her contact the aliens first. It still didn't really do much. But okay, you just go and collect that. You can also do this. And at the same time, we have this headless alien contacting us. I swear I fixed it. It just looks weird in the portraits. But we're doing some more alien stuff here. And we can actually then go and travel. We cannot go and travel to the magic realm. Never mind. Oh, wait. We have an alien in the house. Hello. What are you doing? You're new. I guess that the communication did actually work. Let's say hello. Sure, friendly introduction. And oh my gosh, we have so many aliens. Oh no, are you for real? We have so many of them here. I guess introduce yourself to everyone. I kind of hate that they're doing that like in the street in front of everyone. So it's just really risky. But alright, big alien party going on. Oh, you know what we should do? We should definitely then invite Mentina. She'll be absolutely thrilled by this happening. I mean, look at this. Did you ever expect to see a spellcaster, scientist, and a bunch of aliens dancing together? Probably not, but now you get to see it. This series is just a gift that keeps on giving. Well, Mentina, do you think that maybe we kind of finished your research? Because we got so many aliens here, it's not even funny. So what do you think? Are we finished with you? Are you happy? I think that right now we just need to put all of our findings into a book and have it be published as a research paper because there's not really anything that we can do that could be topping this. So I think that maybe we should actually have a book that's just like in the making, and we can do a non-fiction book because it is looking like fiction, but this is very much real. So let's start writing this book about all of these aliens. aliens. Alien beings and where to find them. A research paper about Mentina's and Ginevra's findings about aliens. So let's start working on that. I mean, I won't really have her like actually write it because she's feeling very tense. I mean, she does have all of these interesting creatures in her house, so I don't think that she really wants to be spending her time writing on the computer right now. If anything, you should be at least joining the dancing and trying to like be a little bit more friendly with them. So she's chatting with everyone, trying to get to know everyone as much as possible. Since we are officially writing that book, I guess that we do still have to be in contact with everyone. We just don't really have to do as much research. Oh, I didn't quite catch it, but a lot of them were like freaking out outside because it was snowing. I think that it's probably most of their— oh wait, what? I was gonna say it's their first time that they're like getting snow, but why is she getting abducted again? There's like a bunch of aliens in her house. Why is she getting abducted again? Hello? During the snow and everything, it's quite nice. And Vladdy wants to go hang out. I'm kinda busy. You always ask when I'm like in outer space. No. But wait, she's getting abducted. There's even more aliens arriving to the house. What is going on? This is like a full-on alien invasion. I had this happen with Mentina ages ago in my Not So Very, but it wasn't to this extent. This is so much. I think that some of them are starting to leave. Mentina's leaving. A lot of them are saying goodbye, but Ginevra is still not back. She's still in space. Oh my gosh, poor Lilith is just sleeping upstairs in her room. Just doesn't really want to bother with the aliens, and honestly, I don't blame her. Okay, Ginevra is finally coming back, and wait, where is she? Oh my gosh, she's invisible. What did they do to her? But we do still have a couple of them in the house. A few of them left, but we do have— oh, she got abducted 3 times. I feel like it's been way more at this point. Oh no, where is she? Ginevra, hello? Okay. Well, this is definitely like an upgraded ghost experience. She's literally invisible. Oh, Minerva is inviting her to go for a duel. I do actually appreciate it now that we know that she's not an enemy, but I can't go now. I'm invisible. I need to get my body back. Kind of a weird way to go about things, but I'm having her do a ghastly ritual because maybe if she becomes a ghost, then at least she'll have a form so I can see her. Okay, that actually worked. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. No. She doesn't even have all of the like alien symptoms. Oh my god, she actually is. She did woohoo with Guidry as well, but that was ages ago at this point. I mean, she was just abducted. No. Oh god, I guess that the aliens wanted to give her something extra for her research then. She doesn't know. She thinks that it maybe is still Guidry, but I think that it's probably not. Well, with that discovery, I think it's maybe just best to go because I don't even know how to deal with this at this point, and we do have to tell Guidry. So now he's probably gonna be mad, but it's not really her fault, is it? Oh, this is just so stressful. But if you want to see what happens in the next episode, you can click it right here, and if it's not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there.